Alright then folks, welcome back to Chelsea. Blue is the colour and I'm feeling blue. Look at this, 1 point from our opening 4 games. Second bottom, just a desperately poor West Ham side between ourselves and being rock bottom. And how have we acquired that 1 point? That came actually at Manchester City where we drew 1-1, and you can see we've only lost by the odd goal in every game. And it's, you saw the 2-1 defeat. That was harsh against Burnley. The 1-0 reverse against Liverpool was equally harsh. I don't know how I actually entered the game to view the stats. You can see there we were more than a match for Liverpool, who were unbeaten at the time. They probably still are. We just couldn't score. Morata missed an absolute sitter. We're talking yards out, and he just put it wide. He didn't even hit the target. And then a 3-2 defeat at Watford. We were 2-0 down before the half an hour mark. We started to pull back into it, but Peñaranda, we just played desperately poor. You can see Regani had a terrible game. And all in all, it's got me fearing for the job, to be quite honest. If we get fired, then we'll have to rethink, because obviously the beta's only supposed to last 2 weeks. I might not last that long. Today is Bournemouth, though, up in 6th. They've had a decent start to the season, the kind of start I'd be happy with. Look at that, you see, unbeaten, just the one draw. Though the fixtures they've played, admittedly, they've won at home against Bournemouth, home against Tottenham, but they've played West Ham, who've, as we've seen, had a terrible start, equal to ours, Watford and Cardiff. But it's winning games, and that's what matters. And hopefully we can get a first Premier League win today. We've been drawn in Europa League, SC Zurich, Midtjylland and Sparta Prague. So nothing too strenuous there. We have also Crystal Palace in the Carabao. So it's important we get a win today. We're reverting to a system of basically a 4-2-4 to try and get the best out of Hazard, who you can see hasn't been particularly good. Morata did score 2 goals in his last game, so that's boosted him up a little bit. Hopefully today we will start to see some fluency. I'll see you pitch side with the teams in just a second. So there are the teams then. We have Giroud and Morata up front. We don't really have any of the strikers, and that's probably an issue. Kante and Jorginho in the middle, with Willian and Hazard in the wide areas. Pedro's been very disappointing. Bournemouth go 2 up top with Defoe and Wilson, so they're going to be dangerous. A very settled side, Bournemouth, as you'd expect. Let's be assertive. It's time to. It is time. I don't know. I'm surprised we're not getting a reaction. These players are better than this, and in fairness, we've been playing better than this, but we just haven't got the points on the board. Today, it's important to put that behind us, as I say, and record a first victory if we can. But straight away, Bournemouth on the attack, having won the ball from us, but we win it back, and Hazard, well, we'll have to move on. Nothing really happening in the first 20 minutes or so, but Marcos Alonso sends this ball down the left, Hazard's cross, and Ake wins it. But we might come again, though, or not, because the ball out to the wing is terrible, and it allows Bournemouth to come forward. That's equally terrible. Then the ball out is not good. Rudiger's ball, so slack. But both teams guilty of perhaps a little bit of underconfidence or a lack of confidence. Morata strikes, hits the post. Good effort, in fairness. I thought it was a bit of a wanton effort, but it hit the post. Not bad, but not good enough to beat the goalkeeper. As Charlie Daniels heads clear, and Kante should collect this one. Marcos Alonso, surely nothing's coming from this. Eden Hazard tackled. Seems to get tackled more than he keeps the ball, sadly. Just going to ask for a little bit more from the boys. Eden Hazard crosses from this corner. Willian tries to get under it, but doesn't. Morata collects, stands the ball up, and Giroud, he's got to do better than that. Standing header, just knocks it over the crossbar. We're just not hitting the target, are we? Nearly at half time. Willian collects this on the edge. Right side now, Azpilicueta. Can he cross? He can. Into an area that no one's really attacking. Marcos Alonso, can he get a ball in that's of better quality? Giroud, surely. I mean, what is happening? How has Giroud not scored at least one of those heading opportunities that he's had? Really poor. Really, really poor. Oh, dear me. It's difficult. I think we have been unlucky, but we shouldn't be relying on, bad luck. We should have put one of those chances away. Really should have. Let's get the second half going then and see if we can actually get one of these put in the back of the net. Ten minutes or so into the second half then. Kante. Well, he scored. He doesn't score many, but he scored one there. Collected the ball from Dave's throw-in and, ran it goal nicely. Shot across goal. Lovely driven finish. that's what you need. Sometimes you just need a midfielder just to take it by the scruff of the neck, and that's what we've got. N'Golo Kante, our first time we've led at home this season. We're going to make a change then. Williams looking a bit tired, hasn't really been in the game that much, so we're going to bring on Pedro for Willian, and I think that'll do us. 20 minutes or so to go then. Giroud collecting this throw and plays it into Jorginho. We are looking a little bit more settled with the ball. Bournemouth haven't had too much, but well, none of the other teams that we've played have had that much. Azpilicueta's cross is questionable at best, and Begovic collects it without any drama. He puts the ball down and clears it up. He's looking for Josh King. Heads it on, but Rudiger should do fine with this. Here we go. Can we build an attack? Jorginho, he's not even challenged here. The engagement line for Bournemouth is quite low, and Hazard running through midfield, but strikes wayward effort. Rudiger then, well, we've got 15 minutes or so to go, and Pedro works his way in field and has not a bad effort, but I'd like to see the players looking for better options in that position, to be quite honest, than just running into an area and shooting from distance. I think we'll look to make a change. Kovacic can come on for Jorginho, and I think that'll do us. You know, I don't want to make changes for change's sake and upset the rhythm at this point, because at the moment we're on schedule for a good win. As Rudiger hits the crossbar, we've hit the woodwork twice today. Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt us, as here come Bournemouth. Francis crossing, and Chelsea, that's us. Bournemouth win a corner. Oh, not like this. Surely oh dear, Jefferson Lerma thought he was going to head down or head in. And, well, he did head down, but we were lucky enough to be on hand to collect. I don't know why the play is continuing. It concerns me. Mousse, Sermon to Charlie Daniels' left side. Crosses, Andy Sermon. Well, I mean, that ball was moving. If you played Rocket League, that's the kind of effort that I usually score. It creeps in. Bournemouth are really pushing, and actually they might generate a chance here. Good lord, Mousse, I think the ball has just landed. Last few minutes, then we're going to tell the boys to concentrate. There's time here, Azpilicueta, but if we can work a counter, well, I say a counter of sorts. Oh dear, Josh King, Mousse, Josh King hits the post himself. Bournemouth have come on strong in the last 10 minutes of the game or so, but I have to say we're well worthy winners of this. You know, it's, oh dear me, and fortunately Mousse offside, because Kepa was well out of position following his acrobatic dive towards Josh King's effort. And it looks as though we are going to hang on to secure the points. A big win for us, as it turns out. It's not normally a big win, but a good effort to stop the rot, you might say. And that gives us 3 vital points, and yeah, up to 15th. So we're climbing. Yeah, great. So that puts an end to that run of disaster, and hopefully we can put our own little run together now. We've got West Ham, who are in dire straits themselves, Crystal Palace and Tottenham to come in the next few games. In domestic football, of course, West Ham and Tottenham are the only Premier League games. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for the Sparta Prague game. We'll sort of want to do the first game of each calendar month, which is easier to see now. They've put this beautiful little view in. I like it. So Sparta Prague will be the next one. That'll be European action, Europa League trip to I'm trying to think where Prague is. That's ridiculous. The Czech Republic. Well, and then we've got Arsenal, so that'll be a tidy one. See how the calendar works it out? See, I don't even need to pick them. The game just picks them for me. Beautiful. So, yeah, do pop a like on there for me. At least you've seen me win a game. That might be the last game we win, but at least you're there to see it. And subscribe if you haven't already for far more Football Manager 2019 content coming very soon. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care and goodbye.